I continue to inspire those who are inspired by me and push other darker skinned girls to do what they want. Wear the hair that you want, wear the makeup that you want, you know, no matter how bright, as long as you like it, that's all that matters. What's up, you guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to another video, and if you're new here, then welcome to my channel. We're still here, we're still quarantined, and I just decided to step out of the box with some new hair. Today's look was inspired by my sweater. Pretty spring colors, not so much about my background. This was not intended. I just didn't have time to switch out the background for a simpler one, but still matches the theme, floral leaves. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think of this hair. If you guys want any of the details, I'll be sure to link that down below. Let's jump into this video. Alright, so first things first, you know, I'm jumping into my primer, and I'm using the L'Oreal Matte Lock Infallible Primer. So what really got me to filming this video today wasn't so much about me doing my makeup, but more so just to express myself, just how things have been going given like the whole pandemic and everything going on. I'm honestly just feeling like 2020 kind of came to put the world on its ass. 2020 kind of, to me, is like a reflection period. A lot of things are being brought to light. So everything that has already been here, everything that has already existed in the world that we live in, but because we're so caught up in making money and working and taking care of our kids and partying and drinking and doing everything under the sun but taking care of in here. Honestly, just feeling a little discouraged, a little weary. My uploads have been a little slow, mainly because I'm just trying to solidify a balance. I know that things will never be perfect in terms of my schedule. I'm gonna go in with foundation now, and I'm using the YSL All Hours foundation. I love this foundation. I think that this is the perfect summer foundation for me, so you guys will be seeing a lot more of this foundation. Although these things that we see on the news and on the television, it seems like so far away, like they happen in other states or other countries or whatever, like these things are happening right in our backyard. It just makes me sad to know that, like, regardless of what you do as a woman, as a black woman, as a black person in America, you will always have battles that you never really signed up to fight. And that's the fucked up part. When people think about the black community, they think of all the stereotypes. They think of everything but how we feel as people. With all of that being said, I have found it extremely difficult to watch the news and really take everything in. As black people, we have to fight so many different fights. It's like, I gotta fight corona, I gotta fight unemployment, I have to fight stereotypes, to fight my community, I have to fight so many different things at one time. Where's the balance? Where do we get a break? You know? And not saying that I'm a fan of, you know, piggybacking and, you know, just riding waves that, you know, you didn't personally experience. Because if y'all want to talk real tea, there are a lot of people that use this racism thing and, you know, as like a crutch to not do what they're supposed to do, and I'm not with that. I'm going in with the Born This Way Too Faced Concealer. We're going a little expensive today, baby. It's been pretty hard to balance working, so I am still working, thank God, 9 to 5. At the same time, it's very difficult to maintain a 9 to 5 job. I have XYZ Swim, which is my business, and then I also have my makeup content. So a lot of people may not know this. I don't really share too much of what goes on in my personal life just because I don't feel like social media, like I've never been that person. I may like throw a few subs here and there. I may do a little chatting, you know, like just my personality. But as far as like my personal business, like the things that I go through, the things that I do on an everyday basis, I don't really post that because I don't really feel like that's what my platform is for. Look at my platform as like my catalog or like my museum. So when people want to do business with me, they can just go to my Instagram page and see like, okay, cool, like this girl, she's a model, she's an entrepreneur, she does makeup, she's a makeup artist, she has a business, she's you know, like she's into clothes, she's into fashion, you know what I mean? Like just little things like that. Yeah, so working 9 to 5, running a business, and still just fighting the good fight, you know, like it's pretty fucked up that we still in this day and age have to fight the disadvantages of being black. And one of the things that really breaks my heart is the fact that as a black woman, we still have to fight for ourselves in our own community. I believe that that is one of the biggest inconveniences that I have to face on an everyday basis. Not just as a woman, not just as a black woman, but as a darker skinned black woman. And I just honestly feel like in today's day and age, like in society, these things are still relevant. And as much as we don't want to believe that, oh, you know, no, everyone celebrates melanin, just because you are like reposting, you know, you're just reposting things and you're not really like getting in tune with everything that's going on. For my contour, I'm using my I Am Magic concealer from Juvia's Place, of course. Anyway, going back to my original point, I honestly just feel like for me, 2020 has been like a huge reflection period so far. Like I feel like I have learned so much about myself. I've learned so much about my family. I've learned so much about my friends. I have just done so much reflection, and I've grown so much over this, what, 3-4 months that we've been quarantined. This is definitely not the 20s that I thought that I was gonna have. And I know you guys are probably confused as to like, why is she doing her face first? I just find this way so much easier, and I think my makeup comes out so much better when I do my face first. I've just been getting really bored with my regular routine. I'm pretty sure you guys are tired of seeing me do the same routine all the time, and times are changing, everything is updating. So new product alert, you guys. For my eyebrows, I'm done with the pomade. I'm washing my hands of the pomade. That I have officially found the product for me, and of course it is from a black owned business. Back when I first started doing makeup, I only had brow powder. So now I'm gonna be going back in. This is dirty. Sorry y'all, my makeup be all over the place. But today I'm going to be using the Crowns Up Cosmetic Brow Powder Trio. I think that everyone should be using brow powder. Me personally, I usually stay away from brow powders just for the simple fact that it never comes out looking the way it looks in the compact. Like a brow powder that really like does the damn thing. So shout outs to Crowns Up Cosmetics. I will link their Instagram down below so you can shop. Personally, as a black business owner, I definitely think that now is the time where everyone should really be rallying around the small businesses in our communities. You know, like if you live in the hood and you know your homegirl sells lip glosses or whatever, you would give Mac $16 for some lip gloss that doesn't even compliment your complexion, but whatever. Like even if your homegirl's products aren't good, make sure that you're giving this feedback to your black friends, to your entrepreneur friends. Make sure that you're giving feedback, you're letting them know like what you like, what you don't like about their products. Don't go being all nasty like, oh yeah, no, I'm not buying from her shit again because her shit was whack. Like try to stay away from bashing and really just try to think of them as like your bro or your sis. Like if you call someone your bro and you haven't supported their business, Even if it's something that you're not into, you're canceled, period. I don't care if that friend's product is whack as shit. You give them the feedback. That's also support. Support is not just about getting it, you get the product or you get the item, you get the ebook, whatever it is, you post on it, you repost it, kiki, like everything is all good. Yeah, girl, no, you need to pick up your phone, you hit her up and you say, hey girl, like, listen, I just wanted to give you some feedback on your product. You don't have to be a bitch about it. All of that to say, supporting small businesses, supporting small Black-owned businesses is super important right now. We really need our communities to rally around us. To do my brows, I'm using this Morphe angled brush. It is a duo brush, so it has a spoolie on one side, angled brush on the other. If you're in need of a brow brush, I recommend this one. Yeah, like, look at that. Poppin', look at that. That is how I like my brows. Like, I like my brows to be dark and defined. Like, what am I filling it in for if it's just gonna be the same wispy hairs I got on my face? Like, as a new business owner, I'm just now seeing the importance of community and support, connecting with your neighborhood, connecting with people who are like you, connect with those people who, you know, they want to see you win, not just these big corporations. Granted, we can always purchase, right? I'm not saying that you can't purchase the designer things that you like. Try to find a way to give back to your community, even if it's not like shopping or it has to do with money, but just the way that you are in your everyday life. Try to make it your duty to give back to your community. And I'm not saying that we should segregate ourselves and just not purchase things from people because they're not Black. I just think that the same energy that we keep for these big corporations, we need to keep for small businesses in the hood. That's just all I'm saying. To conceal my brows, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and this is in the shade Deep Olive. If you watched my last video, I did talk about, you know, how my shades tend to change, varying from season to season. So the Deep Cinnamon ended up just becoming a little too red and it clashed with my contour. So now I'm using Deep Olive, which is more of like a yellow shade. I am just super fed up with the lack of support for Black women and everything that they go through. We go through. People are convinced, and this is not just white people, I think that people in general are just convinced that Black women just have it all together, and you know, we are made to carry the world on our backs, and that's not right. I don't believe that's okay. Of course, we going in with the OG, my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and this is in the shade Light Medium Honey. For my eyes, I'm going to be going in with the Juvia's Place Warrior 3 palette. I'm going to be doing something fun. Going into the color Fenty. So I'm just going to take that and pat that on my inner corner. For my next shade, I'm going to be going in with this blue color right here, and I'm using the same brush, and as you can see, I just popped that right next to the pink color. You want to make sure that you blend in the pink and the blue so that way it gives you a nice gradient effect. I'm going to be going into this purple shade. Just taking a Q-tip, dabbing that in some Aquaphor, and I'm going to get ready to carve out the area that I'm going to cut my crease. I honestly like makeup remover so much better for this step. Of course, I'm all out. I'm switching sides on the Q-tip so that way I can clean off the Aquaphor that I used. This is the first part of this eye, so now I'm just going to go in and I'm going to cut my crease like regular. I used a flat brush like this, and this is pretty much what the base looks like on the brush. First, I'm gonna go in with this shimmery blue shade right here, and I'm gonna use that in my inner corner. Next, I'm gonna go into this green shade right here. I'm gonna go into this green shade, and then I'm going to add that right next to that blue. Making sure that I overlap that on top of the blue just to make sure that everything is evenly blended. Next, I'm going to go back into that first pink shade that I used, and I'm going to add that to my outer V. I'm going to jump off camera, I'm going to complete this eye, and I'll be back. So I finished up my eyes, I added lashes off camera. For contour, I'm going to be using the Brown Melanin Magic palette, and I'm going to be using this brush. I'm going to be using this shade here. It's called Sweet Brown. This is my new contour go-to. For blush, I'm going to be going into the same Brown Melanin Magic palette, and I'm going to be going into this cranberry shade right here. And tip for blush, I always bring my blush upwards instead of doing it this way. It just lifts your cheekbones. Next, I'm going to move on to highlight, and I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place Tribe highlighter, and this is the Volume 1 highlighter. Go in with this shade right here from the Juvia's Place Warrior 3 palette. Onto the hair. So I got my crimping iron from my local beauty supply store, and it was $40. So this is what it looks like. So I crimped this hair last night, but I think that it dropped. I don't really like this wet wavy look, so I'm just gonna go over the top and just add some fresh crimps. Me making the videos that I make and being here on YouTube is mainly to inspire those who continue to inspire those who are inspired by me, and push other darker skinned girls to do what they want, wear the hair that you want, wear the makeup that you want, you know, no matter how bright, as long as you like it, that's all that matters. Especially in today's society, it's super complex. Everyone feels like you owe them an explanation for why you do the things that you do, or why you wear the hair the way that you wear your hair, colored hair and crazy nails and stuff like that. It feeds into the same stereotype of like black girls being ghetto. When other people wear bright colored hair, they wear pastel hair, they're considered chic and bohemian and, you know, that hippie vibe. I, for one, say that that's bullshit, and it's about time that we get comfortable with breaking barriers and really get comfortable with, you know, stepping outside of the box. Like, if you were born with that personality, if you were born with that talent to, you know, like step out of the box and do things that people like you wouldn't really do, it just makes it even easier for you, because all you have to do in order to market yourself is literally be yourself. So this is the finished look, you guys. I'm absolutely in love with this hair. I'm feeling the pink crimps. Keep doing this. I don't know why, it just makes me feel like so I hope that you guys get well. If you're not doing well, I hope that you guys are just talking, expressing how you feel. Make sure that you connect with your friends. It's so important to stay connected at a time like this when everything in the world is going on. There's racism, there's sexism, there's, you know, so many movements, there's so many things, so many parts moving at one time. So it's super important for us to stay connected. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure that you guys subscribe to my channel. You turn on that post notification bell so you don't miss an upload from your girl. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video.